Have you ever noticed that you're surrounded by people, yet somehow you still feel distant from all of them? You answer messages, you smile during conversations, you show up to family gatherings, maybe you even laugh at the right moments. But inside, it feels like there's an invisible wall between you and everyone else. You care about people, but you don't always feel connected to them. So why does this happen? Is something wrong with your personality? Or is your brain trying to protect you in ways you don't even realize? Let's explore the hidden psychology behind emotional detachment. 1. Emotional detachment isn't the same as not caring. One of the biggest misconceptions about emotional detachment is that it means you don't care. In reality, many emotionally detached people care deeply. They simply struggle to feel emotionally present. From the outside, they may appear calm, independent, or even cold. But internally, they often wish they could connect more easily. The distance isn't always intentional. Sometimes, it's automatic. 2. Your brain learns to protect you. Our brains are constantly trying to keep us safe. Not just physically, emotionally too. If you've experienced repeated disappointment, rejection, criticism, or emotional pain, your brain may begin treating closeness as a potential threat. Without realizing it, you start keeping people at a comfortable distance. Not because you dislike them, because distance feels safer. 3. Stress makes connection harder. Human connection requires emotional energy. Listening, empathizing, being vulnerable, feeling present. But chronic stress changes your priorities. When your nervous system is focused on survival, relationships often become secondary. Your brain begins asking, what do I need to get through today? Instead of, how do I connect with others? This doesn't mean you've stopped loving people. It means your brain is running low on emotional resources. 4. Constant busyness can create emotional numbness. Modern life rarely gives us space to slow down. There's always another email, another notification, another responsibility, another deadline. Over time, our attention becomes scattered, and meaningful connection requires something many of us rarely have anymore: presence. When we're mentally somewhere else, it's difficult to fully experience the people sitting right in front of us. 5. Avoiding pain can also block joy. Here's something psychologists have observed for years. Our brains aren't very good at selectively shutting off emotions. If we try to avoid sadness, we often reduce our ability to feel happiness too. If we suppress disappointment, we may also suppress excitement. The emotional volume knob doesn't only turn down painful feelings, it often turns down positive ones as well. 6. Trust takes time to rebuild. If you've been hurt before, your brain may stop assuming that people are safe. Instead, it waits for proof. Sometimes, it waits for a very long time. This can make relationships feel slow, awkward, or emotionally distant. Not because trust is impossible, because your brain is carefully testing whether it's safe to relax. 7. Social media can create the illusion of connection. We communicate more than ever before. Texts, likes, como, videos, voice notes. But communication isn't always the same as connection. Scrolling through other people's lives may temporarily reduce loneliness. Yet it rarely replaces genuine emotional closeness. Your brain still craves eye contact, shared experiences, real conversations, moments where you feel truly seen. 8. Emotional detachment can become a habit. The more we withdraw, the easier withdrawal becomes. The brain loves efficiency. If avoiding vulnerability has protected you before, it may continue using the same strategy automatically. Eventually, distance stops feeling like a choice. It simply feels like who you are. But habits, even emotional ones, can change. 9. Small moments build strong connections. Many people believe deep relationships appear through dramatic conversations. In reality, they're often built through ordinary moments. Sharing a meal, walking together, laughing at something small, checking in on someone, remembering little details. These repeated experiences slowly teach the brain that closeness can be safe again. 10. Vulnerability feels risky. Because it is. Opening up always carries some uncertainty. People may misunderstand you, disagree with you, or disappoint you. But vulnerability also creates the possibility of something impossible to experience otherwise. True connection. Without risk, there can be comfort. But there can also be loneliness. 11. You're not broken. If you've been feeling emotionally detached, it's easy to believe something is wrong with you. But emotional distance is often an adaptation, a response to stress, to burnout, to painful experiences, to years of protecting yourself. And what was once protection doesn't have to become your permanent identity. If you've been feeling disconnected from the people around you, don't rush to label yourself as cold, unloving, or incapable of connection. Sometimes, your brain is simply doing what it learned to do, protecting you. The good news is that our brains are remarkably adaptable. With time, safe relationships, and small moments of openness, that invisible wall can begin to soften. Not all at once, not overnight, but little by little, because the part of you that longs for connection may still be there, simply waiting for the right conditions to feel safe enough to come forward.